So good day, my name is Aliana Jane Abella. So right now we will talk about Module 3, CA200. So I am Section B. So objectives. At the end of this report, you'll be able to learn Agency of the Philippines, Code of Kalantiaw, 7 Institutional Correction of the Philippines. So first we will talk about Institutional Agency of the Philippines. So first we have Bureau of Corrections. The Bureau of Correction is charged with custody and rehabilitation of national offenders, that is, those sentenced to serve a term of imprisonment of more than 3 years. So, Bureau of Correction is the one who correct those offenders para ma-change ang ilahang perspective in life na. And next, we have Bureau of Immigration. So, in accordance with the Revised Administrative Code of 1987, the Commission on Immigration and Deportation was renamed Bureau of Immigration, and it is more properly called today. Under this code, the Bureau is composed of 3 structural units, namely, so first, the Office of Commissioner, second is the Board of Commissioners, and the third one is Board of Special Inquiry. So, these groups acts are collegial bodies and exercises quasi-judicial powers affecting the entry and stay of foreign nationals in the country. So, National Bureau of Investigation. So, National Bureau of Investigation, it is the establishment where crime is being investigated. So, each crime is needed investigator so that makabalo ang usa ka para may balan kung asa gikan ng crime or unsa hinungdan, what is the nature of crime. And next is Parole or Probation Administration. So, Parole and Probation Administration or PPA provides a less costly alternative to imprisonment of offenders who are likely to respond to individualized community-based treatment programs. So, males ang kuan sa usa ka criminal nga na priso, which is, for example, ani is panalitan 3 years siya nga sa prisuhan, and by the parole or the probation administration ma-help nga malas ang iyaha nga years or months sa prison. And next we have Presidential Commission on Good Government. So by the help of this is maka-elekta og good nga mga president or any type of kuan sa mga gakuan sa COMELEC, which is it helps pod para maka-elekta og good nga mga commissioner nga maka-lead sa ato ang country. And next we have Public Attorney's Office. So Public Attorney's Office, it is useful to those people na who cannot afford nga makakuha og attorney, and Public Attorney's Office can help those people pod nga makalaban sa ilahang cases. And next is Office for Alternative Dispute Resolution. To promote, develop, and expand the use of alternative dispute resolution or ADR in the private and public sectors, and to assist government to monitor, study, and evaluate the issue of the public and private sector of ADR, and recommend to Congress needful statutory changes to develop, strengthen, and improve ADR practices in accordance with world standards. So next is the Office of Government Corporate Council. The Office of Government Corporate Council, or OGCC, was founded on December 1, 1935 as a government council division under the Department of Justice or DOJ. To date, it has emerged as the primary law office, government-owned and controlled corporation or GOCCS. Their subsidiaries, other corporate offsprings, and government-acquired asset corporation. And next is Office of the Solicitor General. So the Office of Solicitor General, which is an independent and autonomous office attached to the Department of Justice from budgetary purposes and legal representative of the government of the Republic of the Philippines. And next, we have Land Registration Authority. So the Land Registration Authority is mandated to issue decrees of registration and certificates and titles and registered documents, patents and other land transactions for the benefit of landowners, agrarian reform beneficiaries, and the registering public in general, to provide a secure, stable, and trustworthy record of the land ownership and recorded interest therein, so as to promote social and economic well-being and contribute to national development. And next is history of Bureau of Correction. So, history of Bureau of Correction. Correction in the Philippines started during the pre-colonial times. It was, however, organized on individual community basis. It was only during the Spanish regime when an organized corrective service was made operational. So this is the Old Bilibid Prison. Old Bilibid Prison is the main penitentiary in Oroqueta Street, Manila, which was established in 1847 pursuant to Section 1708 of the Revised Administrative Code. And this is San Ramon Prison. After the Americans regime, 2 more penal institutions were established. So, napay 2 ka buok institution nga na-establish. So, mo ni siya ang Sablayan Prison and Penal Farm in Occidental Mindoro. So, we are here in Code of Calantiaw. So, the Code of Braha Calantiaw was purported legal code in the epic history Maragtas that is said to have been written in 1433 by Dato Calantiaw, a chief of the island of Negros in the Philippines. So this is William Henry Scott. Although the said code ceases to be part of the text of the Philippine history, however, many still believes in its validity. So this is the Code of Calantiaw. So first is Article 1. So you shall not kill, neither shall you steal, neither shall you do harm to the aged, lest you incur the danger of death. All those who infringe this order shall be condemned to death by being drowned in the river or in boiling water. So you are not allowed to kill or even steal. So if kung imo ning mabuwat kay, pwede ka nga makondemn to death or lumsan ka sa river or sa kanang boiling water. So next is, you shall obey lest your debts be with headman be met punctually. He who does not obey shall receive for the first time 100 lashes. If the debt is large, he shall be condemned to thrust his hand in boiling water thrice. For the second time, he shall be beaten to death. So mostly is conjud ang kabayaran is death. And next is, obey you. Let no one have women that are very young nor more than he can support, nor be given excessive loss. He who does not comply with, obey, and observe this order shall be condemned to swim for 3 hours for the first time, and for the second time to be beaten to death with sharp turns. So na po siya kanang first offender or second offenders. So sa first offense is palangoy yun ka mga 3 hours, and then if kumausab na pod is death na dyan ang imong kapadulngan. And next is observe and obey. Let no one disturb the quiet of the graves. When passing by the caves and trees where they are, give respect to them. He who does not observe this shall be killed by ants or beaten to death with thorns. And next is, who shall obey, he will exchange for food. Let it be always done in accordance with this word. He who does not comply shall be beaten for 1 hour. He who repeats the offense shall be exposed for 1 day among ants. And next is, you shall be obliged to revere sites that are held in respect, such as those of trees, of recognized words, and other sites. He who fails to comply shall pay with 1 month's work in gold or in honey. And next is, they shall be put to death he who kills trees and venerable appearance, who shoot arrows at night, at old men and women, he who enters the houses of the headmen without permission, he who still kills the shark or streak caiman. And next is slavery for a dome, or a certain period of time shall be suffered by those who steal away the women of the headmen, by him who keep ill-tempered dogs that bite the headman, by him who burns the field for another. All these shall be beaten for 2 days, who seeing while traveling by night kill the manual, tears the documents belonging to the headman, are malicious liars who will mock the dead. And next is, it is decreed an obligation that every mother teach secretly to her daughters matters pertaining to laws, and prepare them for womanhood. Let not men be cruel nor punish their women when they catch them in the act of adultery. Whoever shall disobey shall be killed by being cut to pieces and thrown to the caimans. Next is, this shall be burned who their strength or cunning have mocked at the escape punishment, or who have killed young boys or tried to steal away the women of the elders. And next is, they shall be drowned all who interfere with their superiors or their owners or masters, all those who abuse themselves through their lust, those who destroy their anitos or idols by breaking them and throwing them down. So next, all this shall be exposed to ants for half a day, who kills black cats during a new moon, or steal anything from the chief or agarangs, however small the object may be. And next is, this shall be made slave for life, who have beautiful daughters and deny them to the sons of chief, and with bad faith hide them away. And next is concerning beliefs and superstitions, this shall be beaten, who eat the deceased flesh and beasts which they hold in respect, or the herb which is considered good, who would or kill the young of the manual or the white monkey. And the next one is, the finger shall be cut off all those who break idols of woods and clay in their alagangs, temples of those who destroy the dangers of the gallons and break drinking jars of the latter. They shall be killed who profane sites where idols are kept, and sites where are buried and sacred things of their diwatas and headmen. He who performs the necessities in those places shall be burned. And next is, those who do not cause these rules to be obeyed, if they are headmen, they shall be put to death by being stoned and crushed. And if they are arrogants, they shall be placed in rivers to eaten by the shark or caiman. So 7, institutional correction of the Philippines. So we have the New Bilibid Prison, or NBP. Muntinlupa, Metro Manila is the main insular penitentiary designed to house the prison population of the Philippines. It is maintained by the Bureau of Correction under the Department of Justice. As of May 2018, the NBP housed 26,877 convicted criminals. And next is San Ramon Prison and Penal Farm. So according to historical accounts, the San Ramon Prison was established in southern Zamboanga on August 21, 1870, through a royal decree promulgated in 1869, established during the tenure of Governor General Ramon Blanco, whose patron saint the prison was named after. The facility was originally established for persons convicted of political crimes. So, kalamitan ani is those prisoner ay those people nga na-convict sa mga political crimes. And next is, consider the oldest penal facility in the country. Prisoner in San Roman were required to do agricultural work. And Iwahig Penal Colony. So, facility was established during the American occupation. So, kani nga facility is na-establish ni siya during the American occupation. It was, however, during the Spanish regime that Puerto Princesa was designated as a place where offenders sentenced to banishment were exiled. A specific area of Puerto Princesa was selected as the site of correctional facility. The penal settlement, which originally comprised an area of 22 acres, originally served as a depository for prisoners who could not be accommodated at the Bilibid prison in the Manila. So, mapunta dire ang those prisoners nga dili na madala sa Bilibid prison. So, this is the Colonel John R. White. The settlement was the first beset of attempted escapes, but under the supervision of Colonel John R. White of the Philippines Constabulary, who would become superintendent of Iwaig in 1906, the colony became the successful settlement. So, correctional institution for women. So, napoy mga institution nga para pud sa mga bahi, which is those offenders nga mga bahi is dini mabutang. So, Double Penal Colony. The Double Penal Colony is the first penal settlement founded and organized under Filipinos administration, and Sablayan Prison and Penal Farm. Nearer to Manila than other penal colonies, the Sablayan Penal Colony is located in Occidental Mindoro and relatively new, established on September 26, 1954 by virtue of President Proclamation Number 72. The penal colony has a total land area approximately 16,190 hectares. So, Sablayan Prison is a facility where prisoners from NBP are brought for decongestion purposes. It follows the same colony standards as other penal farms. And Leyte Regional Prison. The Leyte Regional Prison is, makita natin isa sa Abuyog, Southern Leyte. And it is established a year after the declaration of martial law in 1972 by virtue of Presidential Decree Number 28. While its plantilla and institutional plan were almost ideal, lack of funds made the prison unable to realize its full potential, and its facilities are often low par compared with those of other establishment penal farms. The LRP has an inmate capacity of 500. It follows the same agricultural format as the main correctional programs in addition to some rehabilitation activities. The prison admits convicted offenders from Region 7 and from the National Penitentiary in Muntinlupa. So that's all. Thank you for watching.